What's up, guys? It's Wednesday and we are at our install. I've done a short on this job. I haven't posted it yet, but of course you'll have seen it probably a month before this gets posted and edited by Gary. The customer asked me to cover the refrigerator. He also asked me to cover the stove, but I moved the stove. Want to be aware that there are a few spots on the refrigerator already. Guys, I'm going to give you an update of where we're at on the tear out. We got the tile around the wall off fairly easy, and we started working the rollover on the perimeter. Also, Thomas found the screws screwed up on the perimeter. So what we have is there was laminate countertops here first. Then they just put tile, they put thin set. Well, I'm sorry, they put a backer board, then they put thin set, and then they put tile on top of the laminate. So once again, we've got a lasagna of countertops. Unfortunately, this is something, believe it or not, I haven't seen before. Whoever installed it decided to liquid nail the freaking wood to the freaking face of the cabinet. Insane. But there we are. That's what we got. Alright guys, I'm doing a little inspecting and it looks like this little pop out here. This is like nothing. So I'm going to try to show you on the video. There's like nothing there. I'm thinking the reason they glued it like that is to kind of hold it in place. I'm thinking there's not a whole lot holding this. Maybe a couple nails over here. I don't know, but it's not much. And everything's coming up except this corner here. So all we can do is work at it and see. So now you can see what I was talking about. There's two different layers here. Alright guys, we got that piece out, with the exception of this piece here that's glued on. The issue is the cabinets are two different heights. So that's a problem.
Yeah, I knew that sheetrock back there.
No. Well, we got two different heights on the cabinet.
Oh.
You see what we got here? You see how that's like an inch taller than this?
Yeah.
And this whole piece here is the size of this. This piece here, if you look, it's basically attached to nothing. It's like they built that on as an afterthought. I'm sure, seeing that you lived here, you kind of know the situation with this, but
Yeah, that is a surprise to me.
Number one, they liquid nailed to the face of it here, and then this is just flopping here. It's basically connected to nothing. This is a lot of what's holding it together right now,
Yeah.
and it's liquid nailed in. So I mean, I can pull that off, but we're still to the point where we're, you know,
You have to somehow raise this up to make it even, or that wouldn't work?
I mean, I've got shims. I mean, I'm not a cabinet guy, you know. I'm just here to do the granite. I mean, I absolutely I can shim it up, but we've got what, 1/8 of an inch of panel in here.
Yeah.
You know, that it'd be sitting on that side, and yeah, if it survives that rolling across it, man. So I know you don't have X-ray vision, so you didn't know what was under here.
No idea, yeah.
So what we had, and you can still kind of see it on this one because I haven't pulled this one out yet. You see how that's like a light beige color there, or
This here?
The
Or
bottom,
that?
yeah, that there.
Yeah.
So that is laminate. That's a laminate countertop.
Right.
What they did was put like looks like 1/4-inch backer board on that, and then on top of the backer board they put the tile. So basically you got two different countertops on there. So with the laminate, what they do is they put wood on the wood, kind of like they would do with solid surface or something, which is like a buildup. So there's buildup on that wood under there, attached to the wood, and that's what they set it on, you know, to kind of level it up.
So was it just a hunk of plywood that was? Is that what you kind of pulled off? Was a hunk of plywood? Or?
No, it's strips. It's strips. It's out there. You can go look at it.
So it was like one piece, or you're saying it was strips of multiple pieces of
Yeah,
wood?
it's strips of wood. They put strips of wood, I'm guessing this thickness, and screwed it to the laminate countertop.
Yeah.
And when they set it down there, would make the countertop this size.
Well,
Yeah.
so could you just adhere just to this then? Like right here? Would that be more secure than putting shims in there?
Well, then you're going to be way out of level. You know what I'm saying?
You mean with this?
Yes.
Well, but that's easier to replace, isn't it? I mean, for me.
This isn't a problem. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? You could just, this can be cut.
Right, right,
But
right.
we got this over here, which is not so easy to cut. You know what I mean? This is just thin paneling. You know, I could take my multi-tool and zip that down
So
for
you'd
you.
have to cut that. And
Yeah.
then this here.
Yeah,
you're
all
saying
that
you'd have
needs-
to cut that as well.
Yep. And I mean, I can put a laser on it, and also what they've got attached to the wall there is the height of this as well. Basically, this whole section of cabinet
Yeah,
needs to be
low.
lowered, or this
Yeah.
needs to be raised.
Yeah, yeah. Or lower this.
Yeah.
Right.
One of the two.
Yeah.
So
So
I mean,
if you cut that, is that piece there? No, that's just one piece. That's what you're trying to say. Is that there as one?
Yeah,
piece?
yeah. It's really.
Okay.
All right, so this is what we got here, guys.
So they didn't reheat the key. Yeah.
All right, so as you can see, this wood here, I guess they put it on to raise this side of the cabinet up to match this side over here with that add-on. I'm not a cabinet guy, so I'm unsure why all this worked out that way, but it did. So here are the options, in my opinion. Well, I need to put the laser on over here, see what it looks like. We can somebody can build up, take wood and build up all the way around all these cabinets so that it's all the same level to put the granite on. Or B, take these off, which we're going to have to take them off to get the screws out anyway. Take them off, which should be the same level, the lowness here. And then this needs to be cut down and made level with everything else. So definitely some cabinet issues. All right, so here's our options. A, we can build up that side of the cabinet with some type of wood, you know, all the way around to level it up with this. And you would also have to level up this side as well and have everything to this height. That's option A. Option B is what basically you and I have been discussing. Basically cut this area here.
This back in here.
Yep, that needs to be cut. I would rather
Yeah.
I would rather that piece be dropped
Yeah.
as opposed to being cut, because if you cut it, you're only
Yeah. That makes
1/4
sense.
inch or something left.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course, the straight up and down piece there, that'll have to be cut.
Yeah.
Ideally, I would like to have some type of wood underneath that piece from left to right to give a little more stability. If we can
Underneath
find
this piece, you're saying?
yeah, like going up and down. Now, if we can find the studs, that'll give us some stability. Now, I'm not a cabinet guy. I'm just, I'm a countertop guy. I've been in the industry a while. I can give suggestions on what I think would secure it a little better. We're definitely this over here. You and I both looked at it. It ain't a whole lot of support there. This is just kind of flopping. Once it's silicone and dried and stuff, the countertop will kind of help hold it into place. I'm trying not to video you.
But it's enough. Sorry, go ahead.
You could be in it just for you, just in case you don't want to be in there. I'm trying not to stick it in your face.
Yeah.
It's. I'll help you out to try to get your job done if you want me to.
Yeah.
I'm not a cabinet guy, but I can take a multi-tool and I can cut this piece right here, which is pretty quick and easy.
Cut that now. So what do you think's out of the two options? What do you think's the best? Because it would seem to me to have to raise all of this up. Well, you're not suggesting shimming it up. You're like talking about extra support under there.
Yeah, I'm talking about wood, just like a 3/4 inch or whatever we need.
Yeah.
All the way around. Basically, build an extra layer on top of the countertop.
If you did that, then you think this still has enough support. Because that's even though it's finish nails. It's
now that I can't do. I can't do the build up all the way around because I don't have the wood to do it with.
So what were you? Let me make sure I understand what you're suggesting then for that option.
You could have a cabinet guy come out here and build it up. Yeah. I'm only offering to do this to get you a kitchen done.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not a cabinet guy. If you wanted a cabinet guy, by all means, you could have a cabinet guy come out here and cut this down or get their opinion on what they think's best, and we can reschedule or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be nice and offer to help cut that down and kind of secure that a little bit so we can get you done.
Is it safe to say that, being that we had the previous amount of weight on there between the laminate and the other, the tile on top, that if you just cut this down, there's enough support in place? That, like you said, you would add maybe an extra here and maybe something, make sure we got a stud there.
I don't.
But this is the area you seem to be concerned about right here.
I am concerned about that. That's not the best situation in the world. I don't.
But is it enough support, like weight-wise, downward on this, do you think? Because it's not plywood, it's particle board.
Yeah, it's definitely particle board.
Yeah.
So the thing is, most of your weight's going to be on this primary here.
Right.
So you just got the ear there.
Yeah.
Probably, it'd probably be fine over there.
Yeah. That's the way I'm leaning, because so you're still going to have, I'm assuming you still have to put little shims like 1/8 inch or whatever.
Yeah, everything has to be shimmed.
Yeah.
Everything.
So it's not going to it's going to be shimmed one way or the other.
Yeah.
It's going to be very small shims compared to.
Right, yeah, they'll be cut off and then a bead of silicone put on around them.
Okay.
Color match silicone.
Yeah.
The other benefit of cutting that as opposed to building it up, now, I'm just trying to be honest. I ain't trying to, it has work to me cutting it down, but if you cut it down, you're going to lose some of this ugly stuff that they freaking liquid nailed to the face.
Yeah, for sure.
As opposed to building it up, you're going to have to put some kind of trim or something around that to hide it if you want to.
Yeah, I'm definitely leaning towards just cutting this section down to the level it needs to be. Because I hear you, maybe it's not the ideal situation, but I feel like what you said about between this, getting this lower, assuming there's some type of stud there that's enough support.
Yeah.
It sounds like and then you have something where you can cut this
Yeah.
as well. Yeah. I mean, I know this will flake easy, but
Yeah. It is what it is.
it's cheap stuff.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
If we had to put a piece of quarter round around the back side there to to make it work, I mean, later on down the road you could do that.
Yeah, sure.
I think I could probably get it stable enough to where it'd work. I mean, it's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I like that idea, Mike.
All right.
I mean, I appreciate we're not like trying to, jig rig it or anything, but it sounds like we think there's going to be enough support here if we put in what we just talked about.
Yeah, I mean.
And that side's all right. You don't have to do that side's good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is. That side's not really an issue. This side is the problem.
Yeah.
And whoever built that add-on, I'm assuming it was added on later. They just freaking slapped it up there and said rock and roll.
Yeah, I like I said, I've found things out here that's just.
It's not the first time I've seen stuff like this. It just is what it is. You just got to kind of make it work.
Yeah.
Most people, hell, who knows how long it take to get a cabinet guy in here, No,
if I had to, I'd get one of the guys out here. It's a general practitioner.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure it's worth all that effort
based
on what we're sharing right now. So. Yeah, I'm inclined to if you could. You want me to get a stud finder to just see if?
Yeah. We'll go ahead and plan on that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start on this because it all takes time. But if you can find a stud finder, we'll put a couple marks on the wall and.
Okay.
All right, guys. I cut everything down on this cabinet here, and I built up that area there so it is a lot more stable. I got my phone charging. But as you can see, it's a lot more stable. So it should be good. Alright, so this top here, as you can see, this piece of trim here on the window is going to be a problem. Going in over on this side is not really good. I mean, I can take it in, lay it down, push it all the way back, and then push it in. But man, it's tight over here. I think it'd be a lot safer to freaking go in from this back side. I just really believe that's the best way to do it. Alright guys, we are getting close now. I guess one of the backsplash for over there got left at the shop and the extra piece got brought. Go figure. Today was out there polishing the extra piece so that we can put it in here because the extra piece wasn't polished at the shop. Go figure. But anyways, we're caulking out. I'm going to drill the faucet hole, sticking the splash to the walls right now, and then hopefully we'll be out of here. Alrighty guys, we are putting the finishing touches on now. Here's the aftercare sheet. David's caulking out the final piece of backsplash there. We use transparent beige, which matches this splash perfect. We gotta lift this stove and put it back in there real quick, but we're really close. Alright guys, we have now completed the job.
Ready to go over the aftercare.
We got the sealer on there. I got David going over aftercare and collecting the balance. We went ahead, I cleaned everything with the stainless steel cleaner. I always clean my sink, but since he had stainless steel stove and dishwasher and fridge, if my guys touch it, I always clean it. Put all the drawers and such back in. Of course, we swept up the floor and all that. I already told you we used transparent beige silicone on the backsplash because it matched perfect. We also used it underneath. It matches the stone best and it blends in well with the cabinets also. Let's see. Dishwasher bracket installed. Obviously they're going to have to do something where the tile came off. Probably some sanding and some painting, but any of you guys that are in the industry, and if you've seen my other videos, you know, Harold 19, God rest his soul, you know, told me to cut around it, and then you can pop the whole thing out, and it's a lot easier for whoever comes behind you to put backer board or drywall or whatever they're going to put in there to put the tile on. In this case, it didn't pull all the drywall out.